Hello, everyone. I'm Jade,
And I'm Mike.
and this is Jade and Mayhem, true crime podcast, mystery.
And conspiracies.
That's our topic today.
Today, we are going to be doing a mini series. This will be part one.
Of many branches.
Yeah, the main tree we'll cover today, and then 3 branches, the trunk and the branches.
Inappropriate. Yes. Hope it'll be a couple episodes. Hopefully not that many. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna leave that part out. Okay, now I'm gonna do space.
This we need many branches. This isn't your family tree, it's my family tree. We have branches. Yours is straight.
What?
What?
Mine's just straight? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Family tree, many branches.
Are you insinuating that my family is all the same?
I'm just saying I'm like a big evergreen and you're like a light pole.
My mom came from 2 states away.
My mom came from 2 different families.
Right, moving on. What are you drinking today?
Traveler.
Oh, you really like it?
When it comes to airplane bottles, the good stuff,
Mm.
they don't come in airplane bottles.
Mm.
And if they do, it's like $16,
How much was that?
like less than 4.
So you're saying Traveler is not a good airplane bottle.
No, the good stuff that I like to drink is $16 for an airplane bottle, and I'm not paying $16 for
I
an
know, but
airplane bottle.
when you said good stuff, it made it sound like that wasn't. I'm like, well, we're not getting sponsored by Chris Stapleton anytime soon.
No, it's the best in that price range for airplane bottles
Mm.
that you can go to the liquor store and get.
You know, I think our logo should have had a whiskey glass in your hand and a coffee in mine.
I drink coffee and tea. I had tea and like 2 coffees today.
Yeah, but you've been drinking shot of whiskey. What the fuck, Mike? Now I'm gonna have to figure out how to I won't be able to.
Edit it out?
Don't
Why
yeah,
not?
well, I wouldn't if I wanted to add the part before that, it's probably gonna blend in, so I'm gonna have to edit all of it out. And then there's not gonna be anything before. You're about to have your own true crime and murder mystery shit going on in here.
Mm-mm. I keep good records.
No. No. Just kidding. Maybe not. Maybe the feds will be knocking on the door.
All right. So today's episode,
Uh, I don't know if I ever want you to pick a topic again.
oh, come on.
This hurt my brain.
I
Well,
think I'm going to enjoy it.
you're about to make fun of my hand gestures.
Oh,
Stop. I didn't do that.
okay. This is good because it's a conspiracy theory, so it can go 100 different ways. There's so many people's different like input and what they think because there's no facts. There's no ground hardened facts. It's just speculation from every angle. You kind of take, oh, this is plausible. This is bullshit. Yeah, I can see that. And and it kind of makes you form your own. And then now you're adding to the complexity of it.
Mike, that's how conspiracies work.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories, that's how they work.
Well, I'm down.
You're just saying, okay, all right, it may not take as long as I think, but it took me a really long time to get all these notes. We are here to discuss the conspiracy of Agartha. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Agartha.
Yep. I've seen it with an extra H, without an H.
There's different
Yeah.
variations, but I stuck with this one and I didn't want to try and I don't know, I just didn't want to try. It was very difficult when researching, kind of all over the place, and it was pulling me in so many different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one really hurt my brain, and I've never researched a conspiracy theory before. I've just listened and got intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
I love conspiracies and I want to do more of them, but if they're all like this, I'm going to have my own drink while researching. It hurt my brain.
Oh, I love it. I want you to teach me something.
Okay. Well, remember what we talked about. Follow along. because you have
Sex, baby. Want to talk about you and me?
okay, what was I saying? The timeline. We're just gonna jump into it. So, what is Agartha? Um,
Are you asking?
if I ask you what is Agartha, you're gonna tell me everything.
Or my version? You can say, what's your version?
I never heard of it before. My version is what research told me. Small snippet of it is a
hmm
legendary civilization hidden below Earth's surface.
hmm
That's just what it is.
hmm
But I have more details. Is there any more to that?
No,
Okay.
I think that's fair to say. I think that is one of the civilizations in Hollow Earth.
Okay, we can get there because I don't know what the fuck you're
Okay,
talking about. It has been popular and is so. I really wish didn't have a hard time with some words. Esotericism? Is that how you say it?
I don't know. Never heard of it.
Esotericism. Okay.
hmm
Occultism and New Age since the early, sorry, yeah, late. I don't know, since 19th century. And the esotericism emphasized on hidden, deeper truths accessible to a select few. That's what that was.
hmm
That ties in, I guess, with the Gartha when we get later with some information on that. And obviously, occultism.
But some people say Agartha is just the civilization. Some say it's one area. Some say it's the entire land. I've seen to where Agartha is the city, and then
Hmm.
like Asgard is another area.
Okay, you're going too far too soon.
Are you going to talk about Asgard
Eh, eh.
from Chronicles of Narnia?
No, not from Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah. Mm,
You're right. I should because legendary civilization hidden below the Earth's surface. That's the second variation.
mm,
The first one is basically it's just a civilization
mm.
from a long time ago, pretty much a superior one in a
More
sense.
advanced technology,
Yes.
advanced. But
Yes.
there's another version that they were taught by someone else. They
Okay,
are
well,
the second.
okay, you're going too far too fast.
So this is my happy place.
Man, I feel like okay, now I don't know. Now you made me feel in all kinds of way. Okay, so the Wikipedia version was saying like it's a massive advanced ancient kingdom beneath the Himalayas or Antarctica. So the first person and the second person kind of blended the ancient civilization, and then this person took it further below the earth.
hmm
They believe it's the solar capital of India since 13 BC, basically. Shambhala,
Shambhala.
Shambhala, is that how you say it?
Shambhala.
Believed is the reason for the connection, and that is a mythical hidden kingdom in Tibetan Buddhism. Now, I made a comment. Why is it called mythical? Because I like asked Google, do they Tibetan Buddhists believe of this place existing still? And they said yes. So would they say that for Christianity? So why is theirs mythical if they and it's not I think when I read it, it's not necessarily an actual place. It's like a state of mind kind of place,
hmm
but it's something they still believe in. So why is it considered mythical? It's not for another day, but
Yeah, because it's not proven.
neither is heaven.
Yeah, but there's like written text that says it. And this, there's,
Buddhism also has written text. Now I've not
mhm.
read
I don't know what's
their
in it.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've probably heard of like Shangri La.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's a play off of Shambhala.
Okay. Spiritually advanced beings live in this vicinity,
hmm
and it's ruled by Brahmta. Bra- Brahmta. It's the king of the ruled by the king of the world, which is Brahmta.
I've never heard that word. I've heard of just he's like the master.
Yeah, he's the chief priest of Brahmins, supreme reality in Buddhism, highest social caste. Oh, and then he secretly influences the surface.
hmm
And it's said to be beneath Central Asia, Tibet, or Himalayas. Other various locations that I did not find in my research, but Wikipedia had was Ayers Rock, some of these.
hmm
The Great Pyramid of Giza, the Earth's poles south and north,
hmm
Ma- Mato Grosso, the Gobi Desert, Cueva de los Teos, Kentucky, I put Antarctica only because it's not on their list. I just know what's posted later.
It said South Pole.
Well, true.
Yeah. Yeah, those are supposed to be entrance, like 125-mile
Mhm.
wide entrances.
You have further information, I believe. I don't know.
Mm,
Okay. Louis Jacques I don't know how you say his name, but that's how I would pronounce it. He's French.
mhm,
He's colonial official French writer in South India. And he wrote many books on trilogy about Indians' mythology's relationship with Christianity. This is where I think his brain started ticking. Like, He introduced term and concepts from his book Le Fil de Dieu in 1873, which means the sons of God, and the term Ag- Agartha and its concepts. He claimed he was given access to 15,000-year-old Indian manuscripts that told of the ancient city of Asgartha, the rise and fall of it, and said his Brahmin friends gave him access to the manuscripts that revealed 15,000 years of Indian history. Did you read that?
mm-mm,
His concept did not include the underground, from my understanding.
mhm,
Do you know of him?
mm-mm.
Okay. He's the reason it's all started.
Well, this is a branch
He's
of the
he's
of the
the
earth tree.
he is the originator,
I would disagree.
documented originator.
Of that branch, not of the tree.
Okay. His book was popular in France. A lot of occult writers expanded the story, and we'll see that later.
Mhm,
Book has a lot of commonalities with Indian mythology, contemporary theories on prehistory, and Norse mythology. So he's already got like this mythology background, and then he wrote a lot of this. And when they're going through his, I didn't read his book. I had to buy it if I wanted to read it, and I wasn't paying $15. The book with the commonalities with Indian mythology and contemporary and Norse mythology, that's where the believing of Agartha is the concept of Asgard, which is the heavenly realm of the Norse gods, and changing it, adapting it for their story. So the etymology claims the at the end of it was likely added to make it seem closer to Sanskrit as the story originated in India. Neither the term or any variation was used before the 1870s. This is the creation of those terms. So I don't know how we're going to, I guess you'll let me know later. But what were you saying the place? Ashgard?
Asgard? Mhm,
Asgard.
mhm.
It's the heavenly realm of the Norse gods.
In Norse mythology, yes,
So what
because
is
there's,
your
like I can't remember, it's like 7 or 8 realms, and that's the 8th realm, or the top realm, and it goes there's Middle Earth where the humans are I don't know, it's just broke down. I can pull it up real quick,
Why'd
but
you reference the Chronicles of Narnia with it?
because that's where they went. Whenever they went into, like, the closet, it's Asgard.
I never saw the movie or read the book.
Remember, like, the lion? He's the prince or the king of Asgard.
Did you just say, "Do you remember the lion?"
Yeah.
I didn't see the movie or read the book.
I thought you said you read the book.
I didn't see the
Uh,
movie or read the book.
so they went in, this wardrobe closet, and they went into this magical world, and the magical world was Asgard. But there's so much like I said, there's so many branches of this tree.
But so Asgard that they go to,
Mhm.
that's just tied with the Norse mythology of the realms, not with Agartha.
No, well, no, it's just different branches. Like I said, so in Norse mythology, Asgard is like heaven.
I'm talking about Chronicles of Narnia.
It's just a fantasy land.
Yeah, I'm saying that there's no other correlation to Agartha, it's just to Asgard.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, and then like there's the one story, this guy who says they captured an Agarthian, and it wasn't through translation, really isn't the word. They were communicating more mentally, but the guy had told him, uh, you didn't capture me. I allowed you to grab me. And they were showing pictures and talking, and he showed them pictures of the pyramids and the Argarthian, like pretty much you could see the disbelief and was like, it's whatever word he said or mentioned or mentally went through the first. That was the first civilization. And his civilization was the second. Those were the people that taught them. It's another branch.
It's not even a branch. It's so far fetched from how it
Mm.
started.
Did you see how, like, there was the conspiracy of 2 different nations who ruled the earth? It was the Atlanteans and then I can't remember what they're called. It started with an L, and they fought, and then one race was completely wiped out, and the remainders of the other ones went into Hollow Earth, and that's what started it.
There's something, yes, we'll get there.
Okay.
So, Chacoles version of Agartha created, so there's, like, this tie-in with the Aryans, how you say that? Aryans?
Aryans.
Aryans, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold off, mister. I can already see it wanting to come out of your mouth. Stop looking at me like that.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm ready.
Okay, the Kshatriyas were overthrown by the Aryans in 10,000 BC, and they were the ruling administrative warrior class, the Kshatriyas. So the Kshatriyas, whatever, are the ones that created Agartha, not the Aryans. Aryan, don't get confused with the Nazi term, which a lot of people do,
I did.
because historically it was an ethnocultural term used by ancient peoples in India and Iran. So not even it wasn't even associated with Nazism until later, and they kind of took it over and adapted it to their thing.
But there is a lot of Nazism with this Agartha conspiracy.
It's not really a lot. It is now. People turned it to that
Mm,
because I have that further, I believe.
okay.
His version is that Agartha was destroyed in 5000 BC before Kali Yuga, destroyed by Yoda and Skande. Kali Yuga is the fourth and current age of vice marked by a decline in spiritual principles. Yoda and Skanda, they were brothers from the Himalayas. They were driven out by the Brahmins and fled north, became Norse, name and like is the creation of what they believe the names of Odin and Scandinavia,
Mhm.
which not they, but his, I don't know, whatever.
Well, Odin had 2 brothers.
I don't know where the other brother is.
Mm,
But that's what it says in this. It said Kali Yuga, and then the brothers Iota Skandha brothers from the Himalayas,
mm.
driven out by the Brahmins and fled north, and that's how we have the Norse mythology shit and all that.
Well, in
Whatever.
the Norse mythology, it's the 3 brothers. They defeated this giant monster, and then they took the pieces of the monster to create the Earth.
Okay, this is why this guy, he just I
Gartha?
yes, the term Agartha. Let's just say the name. It could have there.
Mhm.
You're saying there's so many branches. Maybe there were other branches, and he's the one coined it Agartha.
Okay. I can buy that for $1.
The association with Shambhala,
Shambhala.
Shambhala, some people believe to be the same or rivals.
Mm,
The second author. His name is Alexandre Saint Yves de Alvedre. I probably butchered that. He
sounds
is
like it.
he's a French occultist. He wrote Mission de Inde in Europe, Indian Mission to Europe. He published this book with his own money,
Mhm,
introduced the idea of Agartha by Haji Sharif or Harji Sharif. um, Saint said he was the high official of the Hindu church. Sharif was a Sanskritist and claimed knowledge of Agartha,
Sheriff, how do you spell it?
Sharif,
Sharif.
Sharif. He said it still existed, Agartha, and he taught Saint Agartha's language and alphabet, which is claimed to be Vatanian or Vatan. You heard that? You heard the language?
Spell it.
Vattanian or Vattan.
Okay.
Pretty sure I pronounced that right.
I think so.
Sharif and Saint have a dispute. Saint claims to use astral projection to learn more
Mhm.
about Agartha. Why do you say mm-hmm?
'Cause I'm following along.
You know this author?
No, I'm understanding. I'm putting myself there.
You're putting down? Are you getting what
Yeah,
I'm putting down?
yeah.
Uh, from what I saw, Jacquelette's influence on
How
Saint
do you spell that?
Jacqueline. Jacoli? Jacoliot, but it's French. They had a lot of so him and Saint had a lot of commonalities, but there's, like, no the influence was kind of unknown. I guess it would be obviously, it would be the book. I don't I don't know. But Saint added additional concepts. A lot of it was Jacques, and then Saint added more. Saint described Agartha as an underground city, millions of inhabitants ruled by a very powerful figure, the sovereign pontiff of Ethiopian.
Sovereign Pontiff of Ethiopian.
Did I say that wrong?
Uh-huh. Um, no, but the way my brain works, um, I'm there because of the Ethiopian Bible.
Have you read the Ethiopian Bible?
No, but it is a lot more unadulterated.
This is why I felt like this should have been a mini part series because I have no, but none of your shit showed up. Like, none of that. Like, I even asked ChatGPT, give me more sources. None of that
Mm,
came across. So it has to been tied in by someone else to Agartha because all of that hadn't probably wasn't called Agartha. And that's why it's not coming up on here. I don't know. All your stuff you watched on TikTok, YouTube, yeah. There's no written research out there. I don't know where all this shit is coming from.
because it's all conspiracies. It's just hearsay. There's no concrete facts. And so your chatty's not going to tell you stuff that they can't back up. This is being backed up by books.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm setting the base of
Hmm.
everything. Sovereign, the
Hmm.
sovereign
Pontiff.
pontiff. He had magical powers and advanced technology, and was assisted by Mahatma and the Mahanga, meaning great soul and hollow earth. A lot of this, when I'm like reading it, just sounds like a spiritual state of mind, and a lot of it,
Hmm.
not an actual, I don't know. And I'm wondering if those terms, because hollow earth doesn't come till later, like from this timeline. It's not in my thing. We're not talking about that, but I'm wondering if they pulled that from here in this book, because then when it says meaning great soul and hollow earth, hollow,
Hmm.
whatever. Hollow earth does get tied in with Saint's concepts, but he doesn't claim it. His version said Agartha moved to underground at the beginning of Kali Yuga, 3,200 years ago. But Agartha keeps constant tabs on the surface, and they maintain a joint collaborative role lost by the surface since the ending of the Universal Empire in 4000 BC. So they reestablished the connection with the surface and
Hmm.
collaborating and what they should do because they send their emissaries
Hmm.
to the surface, which is their representatives for government. I did not know what that
Hmm.
word meant. Has knowledge and surface, has knowledge the surface lacks. When surface civilization advances enough, Agartha will resurface. So they send their people up and be like, hey, this is what you need to do. But they don't get to see people below, I guess, until our civilization gets their shit together. His book became the most popular and influential. Agartha became more popular through Martinists. Do you know what that is?
No.
Martinism is a form of Christianity, mysticism, and historic Christianity concerned with the fall of the first man, his materialist state of being deprived of his own divine source, and the process of his eventual, if not inevitable, return called reintegration. When I was looking up what it meant to get that
Yeah.
definition, it brought me to a website that kind of scared me, kind of like a cult-like
Hmm.
look, and it had the Star of I didn't look into why it had it, but it had the Star of David in
Hmm.
different colors. Like, there was black and red. I don't know what they it was a little concerning. There's looks
Well,
like
probably just because that's the exact opposite of white and blue.
I don't know if those are exact colors, I think that
Okay.
think but it, almost made me think of, I did read it somewhere. What is it?
Freemasons?
I feel like that came up when I read something. Does that sound familiar?
What?
Freemasons tied into all this?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I thought I read it somewhere and I was like, "Hmm."
You can link this tree. The branches of this tree is so enormous. You can link any and everything.
And I don't know how people are able to talk about it because what you know and what I have,
Mhm.
mine is more boring, I
Uh,
think. Um, okay, the next author, Ferdinand Ossendowski. He's a Polish explorer.
mhm.
He wrote The Beasts, Men, and Gods in 1922,
Familiar.
wrote of Agartha in the book, but spelt it Agarthi.
I didn't know that, but I'm familiar with this guy and his book.
It was heavily influenced by Saint, became the standard of Agartha's myth, claimed that 800 million people lived there, and in 2029, they would invade the surface. So I guess we'll know.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
2.5 years? Is that right? Yeah. That will freak me out. Okay. He apparently spoke Vatanen. His Agartha is also led by the Baritma, king of the world, the Mahit. People are probably getting so upset with my pronunciation. What is his leadership is
Mhm.
held by the same people. His version was considered plagiarism against Saint's, but he claims he never read Saint's book or heard of him before writing his. His version was extremely successful and made Agartha popular outside of Martinist circles. And his version is considered the final version and most seen. I don't know how I believe that statement because there's more stuff. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Okay, another author, Renee Guénon, expands on Ossendowski's idea in Le Roi de Monde. De Monde? De Monde. De Monde. It means, monde means world. I don't know what the other crap
Is it
means.
DE?
Du monde. Sorry, du monde. Of world. Le must be the
Mhm.
of the real world, maybe? His book connects Agartha to, hold on, wait, I'm going to pause. Renee Guénon's book connects Agartha to Rosicrucianism.
Mm.
It is a spiritual, cultural movement emerging in early 17th century Europe rooted in esoteric, esoteric Christianity, Hermetism, and mysticism. I don't know any of that.
Nope.
No. He couldn't decide if it was historically factually true, which is Agartha. And he had an associate that claimed to have found a secret society called Agartha 8 and believed to be in contact with Pontiff. There's a magazine called Amazing Stories in the 1940s, published a lot of science fiction stories of Agartha that helped spread. This is where all the conspiracy is starting.
Mhm.
Robert Ernst Dickoff, I think that's an esotericist and ufologist. He wrote a book called Agartha in 1951. He says Agartha is like the holy abode of Buddhist world located in the Sangpo Valley in China, originally colonized by Martians. I've never heard that. Have you?
No, it's a branch.
Walter Segmeister, he wrote as a with a pseudonym Raymond Bernard.
Nope, don't know.
He's a hollow earth theorist, also wrote on Agartha, and he is likely the reason for hollow earth theories. Miguel Serrano portrayed Agartha and
Shambhala.
Shambhala as the reestablishment of Hyperborea is a mythical paradise in ancient Greek lore believed to exist beyond the north wind. That's what that means. Mythical. Oh, portrayed both these places as this. Yeah, blah. I believe where Nazi neoism, whatever, is starting to be tied in the timeline
Mhm.
is the 1930s. Some conspiracy writers claimed Agartha was connected to Himmler's Nazi expeditions to Tibet in the 1930s. I don't have any more information in regards to the connection of
Mhm.
Agartha to it, but that's where I'm seeing the 1930s is the start of.
Mm. I've seen in the 40s there was a map found in Nazi Germany, East Germany. Are you gonna talk about that?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm just saying, I just said 1930
Mm,
seems that's where it started,
mm,
where people started to believe that. Jean-Claude Ferrer, whatever. Fuck up. Moving on. His book Nazisme et Societies Secretes, which makes me think Secret Society of Nazis,
Mhm.
1974, claims Agartha was founded about 6,000 years ago in the area that is now the Gobi Desert.
Mhm.
You heard that?
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know much about all that.
That's a branch.
Okay. And it was found after Hyperborea was made inhabitable.
Mhm.
So that we're
Are you
like,
gonna talk more about Nazi Germany
no, you are.
right now?
No.
Okay.
Give me a second. I just have all the history on
Mhm.
how this was started. Jean, his book said that Agartha was a rolled center and powerful for 2,000 years. Do you hear how long this civilization lasted? Or apparently, some versions, it's still going.
Still going.
It says both Hyperborea. I wish you knew these, though. That's the thing.
I've never heard of a Hyperborea.
Both Hyperborea and Agartha struck down in a mysterious catalysm. Catis- cat-
Mhm.
Cataclysm? Catalysm? Agartha survived underground, where important figures such as Jesus, Pythagoras, and Apollonius of Tyana went to receive orders from the masters of the world. Everyone's religion. They went down
Mhm.
to Agartha to get their secrets. You heard of that?
No, but I'm
Another
down.
branch.
I'm down.
Aryan people tried to split. Some tried to return to Hyperborea. Other found Others found another secret civilization in Himalayan caves. He falsely claimed that this was the official Nazi doctrine, Agartha.
Mhm. Well, that's something we can cover later on a future episode.
That how Nazism ties into Agartha and its doctrine.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm really conflicted on how did Aryans turn from historically what they were to what they're known now.
Well, a theory is that's why the Nazis were all about the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, perfect race, because that's how the Agarthians were. They were blonde-haired, blue eyes, and supposedly they were the higher ancestors of us all here left in the world, and we all have a little bit of that DNA. They were trying to breed the perfect human, the perfect soldier, the perfect Agarthian.
That's okay, we can talk about another time, but that's their assumption, no proof.
Mm,
Okay.
nothing is proof.
No, I'm talking about just Nazis. It
Mm.
was just Hitler going, "Yep, this is it." Okay. All right, now I have Admiral Byrd in Antarctica.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
He was an American naval officer. His rank was Rear Admiral. I
Mhm.
don't know which rank that was.
It's right before the front admiral.
Okay. Okay.
I'm making that up.
Are you? Because it
Yeah.
could be real. I'm not familiar with naval officer terminology, so I don't know. I know captain is an '06, I think.
I would say, yeah, I would think rear admiral is right before admiral, whereas
Mhm.
like lieutenant colonel is right before
Mhm.
colonel.
Mhm. Okay. He served as a navigator and expedition leader across the Atlantic Ocean, a segment of the Arctic Ocean, and a segment of the Antarctic Plateau. The claim,
Whose claim?
people,
His?
no.
Okay.
He flew into Antarctica, found a warm opening to the Earth's interior, encountered advanced beings slash UFOs,
Hmm.
visited Agartha, was forced into secrecy by the US government.
Hmm.
Problem: no verified historical evidence he ever wrote or said these things. Most of secret diary material appeared decades later online and considered fabricated.
Yes. But there's also interviews of like these old people in their 70s that say, like, I worked for the government during this time. I met Admiral Boyd. He told me this. He spoke to us of this. I was not allowed into the archives where this was stored. There is firsthand knowledge.
The reason conspiracy communities love this story is because Antarctica already feels mysterious.
Hmm.
Military operations there were real.
Hmm.
Byrd was a respected explorer. Secrecy fuels suspicion.
Mhm. Well, why has no country tried to claim Antarctica? I've heard there's a treaty
There is a treaty,
between all countries that you don't touch Antarctica,
and they're all there.
but nobody can claim it
Yeah. I'm
because
pretty
it's
confident I heard there's a treaty.
yeah, because it's already claimed.
Yeah, we can talk about that on another episode.
Yeah. And Admiral Boyd also flew into the North Pole and the satellite images of the opening of the North Pole.
I do have a note here that says Nazi occult connections. This is just one little thing I found.
Mhm.
Some believe Nazis escaped to Antarctica and entered Hollow Earth. The theory exploded after World War II.
Mhm.
But I know we can, we'll go further into it, but I know that a lot believe that Argentina, not just
Mhm.
him, but a lot because of, there are a lot of,
Blonde-haired, blue-eyed kids in Argentina.
yes.
Yeah, and supposedly there's tunnels in Argentina that go right to Antarctica, and that's the southernmost point before you get to Antarctica.
How far, like if you stood at the tip of Argentina on the very, very tip, that would fucking terrify me first off. I would be
Mhm.
probably hyperventilating. Can you see Antarctica?
I don't know, but penguins do it,
I know they go back and forth.
so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, but sea lions could go in the middle of the ocean and be okay. There's a girl rowing right now. She's trying to become the first female
Mhm.
to row from, was it California? West Coast to Hawaii, and she's on day 3 or well, I don't know how far she really is, but that's what last video I saw,
Mhm.
and she was saying it was at night, and it was kinda surreal, and she saw a fish flapping next to her and, a school of dolphins feeding on them and the sea lions. So, I don't know how far she is into the ocean.
Mhm.
I couldn't imagine very, very far. Oh, she went over the continental drift? Is that what it's called? There's a thing in the ocean to get over, and she was a little nervous about that. I think it's called continental drift.
I'll believe you.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe myself. In 2020, Agartha concept became an internet meme. So we're going to go into this.
Okay.
The meme version typically draws from esoteric neo Nazi and Hollow Earth versions to the mythology, like features Nordic looking people and ufological elements.
Mhm.
Many memes are explicitly racist and anti Semitic, overlaps with searches for Hyperborea, Vril, and Nazi UFOs. All those, when people were Googling, those searches were overlapping each other.
Mhm.
Also, I think people were very bored because it was COVID. So,
Mhm.
they're going to be sitting there at the computer. It's often portrayed Agartha as an aesthetic that features images and references to Aryan white supremacist ideology spread either explicitly or through coded dog whistles.
Hmm.
I didn't have any more. I like tried to Google that
Mhm.
and it explained what dog whistle was to me. And I tried
Like, thanks, I know what a dog whistle is.
I tried to put in like uh explain to me like Aryan I think I put Aryan coded dog whistles
Mhm.
and it explained dog whistles to me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm at the end of mine and then we
Okay.
could talk a little bit more, I guess, if you want. Um there is this or a website. It's called globalextremism.org. This author, we would love to talk politics if people could just stay in the middle. So
Mhm.
we're basing that. We would not want to portray more left or more right, just in the middle, discuss it, but people can't handle that.
Mhm.
This website, this person is more left. As you read the article, you can tell. I left those like their comments mostly out
Mhm.
about it because it was not I didn't think it was relevant.
It wasn't nice.
It's not even not that it's not n it wasn't you could just it was more showing that the article was getting a little more political than the whole point of the article,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you what the point of the article that I got from it. November 7th, 2025, so this is recent. 96 people suffered injuries after explosions during prayers at a school mosque in Jakarta, Indonesia.
Mhm.
It was done by a 17-year-old student, and they had 4 Agartha on his gun. You didn't hear
Oh,
about this?
no.
Well,
Mhm.
allegedly. Their problem is saying that Agartha is the conspiracy popularity is an issue, only because teens may not be aware of its Nazi origins.
A branch is.
This person believes mostly,
Mhm,
if you read more of the article, how it is used to racially target teachers. I didn't look further into how it was racially targeting teachers. I
mhm.
didn't know of this.
I didn't know teacher was a race.
Racially target teachers like black or, you know, depending on your race, target you if you're not the blonde, white haired,
Mhm.
I mean, you know, blue eyed person. That's what it means. And it did list like the different countries that this was a problem, but I had never heard of that before. And I'm not saying it's not true. They feel that the teens wouldn't know that it's supported by neo Nazi and white nationalists. I feel like it's probably what n- they do. They idolize this? Do they use it like the white supremacist neo Nazis now?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I
I
didn't
know one of the branches said that Hitler did.
like, I've made the note of it could be associated with neo-Nazism and white supremacy, but I don't know. I've never heard of it. I mean, I never heard of Agartha. I mean, I've heard of the things that we've talked about. I know I've heard you say Agartha before. I just didn't correlate it to this other stuff that we talked about. I would like to say what they talked about in their article about Aryans. I wrote the comment, they are misinformed about Aryans, but I think that's everyone's concept now is misinformed about Aryans and how they originated.
Because of the current, like, Aryan Nation, Aryan Brotherhood.
Mhm, and
That's what
just saying
everybody
white
knows.
people, blonde hair,
Yeah.
blue eyes, the blueprint of for Nazis'
Mhm,
favorite. Their biggest concern from all of this, not only the not knowing what you're seeing, it's tied into it. They feel like social media platforms, especially Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, need to monitor and enforce their policies more strongly. And I agree with that because the misinformation influencing the wrong people could lead to things which for Agartha, this person put on their gun. They're not even knowing
mhm,
what was the reason for that. And if they're in Indonesia, they're not white either.
mhm,
So I don't know. I know this is another branch in further communication. Alleged inhabitants of this area, ancient superhumans, Atlanteans,
mhm,
reptilians,
mhm,
extraterrestrials,
mhm,
ascended masters.
mhm.
I don't know what an ascended master is.
I don't either.
And then the reason why people still believe it, Agartha mixes ancient myths, spiritual longing, distrust of governments, fascination with hidden knowledge, fear of apocalypse, desire for lost advanced civilizations, gives people the feeling that there's still a giant hidden mystery beneath modern reality. I get that.
Mm.
You look like a teenage girl excited in a circle talking about the boy that's cute down the road, the way you're sitting in that chair.
Oh, well, I've like conspiracies.
I know, but the way you look right now, it's so funny. I like conspiracy theories too, but I've not gone down the rabbit hole. I wish maybe I should have educated myself. Oh, I don't know. Next time. Well, that's the end of part one of this series of Agartha. Peace out, homies, and see you on the flip side.
Bye.
That's it.
Yes.
Bye. Okay.
Okay.
Jesus.